What's up guys, it's a real UGC, I'm UGC Crazed and welcome to another squad builder episode on FIFA 14 on the Xbox One. Today I've got a really cool hybrid for you guys. I thought I'd create something a bit more fun, a bit more playful and just something you don't really see too often. I've tried to keep the price of the entire squad down as well, so hopefully you guys will be able to build this one for quite cheap at home and won't have many problems with it anyway. I'll start right at the bottom of the pack with the goalkeeper slot. Obviously it's best to start with the more boring players and build up to the best ones. We're going to start with Sirigu, plays in League 1 for Paris Saint-Germain. He's a really consistent goalkeeper with 86 diving, 87 reflexes and 85 positioning. He's always in the right place to make a save, and to be fair, for the coins that you end up paying for the guy, I think it's around 1,000. He's really good value for money. You don't really tend to go too wrong with him. He kind of does his bit kind of thing. He's worth a lot more than his coins actually are anyway, so he's a really good player to have, and he fits into a lot of other teams as well. If you decide to build an Italian team or just a normal League 1 team, then he'll fit into that nicely for you and just be really consistent. And standing at 6'4", there's not really many things he's not going to be able to reach when it comes flying at his goal. Moving on to the first centre-back slot, we're going to be searching for another League 1 player who also plays for Paris Saint-Germain, so he gets the full chemistry, and that's Marquinhos, the Brazilian. Marquinhos is, again, another really cheap player you can get your hands on. Nobody really uses him online, which is a shame. He's got 78 pace, 78 defending, 72 heading. He's also got medium work rate, so he doesn't push too far forward. He holds the line really well, and he seems to be really good at his interceptions. He always seems to get himself in the right position, so he knows exactly where to stand to stop obviously the ball going past him. He's a non-shiny player, and literally people just sell him for basically his quick sell price. You can pick him up for really cheap. Again, another player that can fit in a variety of squads for you as well. So after you brought him for this one, if you do like playing with him, you can obviously stick him into another squad. And as you can see there, he does get full chemistry because he links up with the keeper Sirigu. Moving on to the right back position, we've got Van der Wiel. Van der Wiel's a Dutch silver player and probably one of the most expensive ones you will see in this team. As you can see, I got him on a trade offer. I think it was about 10,000-12,000 coins, something like that. But he's worth every penny. He's probably better than most of the gold right backs you get on this game. He's got 82 pace, 74 dribbling, 73 passing, 73 defending and 72 heading. He's got a high medium work rate, so he really is a strong player when it comes to attacking play. He overlaps the right midfield and really creates a lot of opportunities for you just to build up that attack, and you don't really want to be having a player all the time who's sitting back, so that's where he comes in. He'll power up the wing, allow Lucas, who's the right mid, just to play the ball off him and then send him on his way. Basically, he's really good at that. He links up with all the other players as well to get himself full chemistry. As I mentioned, the right midfielder in the team is Lucas, who also plays for Paris Saint-Germain. He's Brazilian, he's got 92 pace, 88 dribbling, 75 shooting, 78 passing. He's got 4-star skills and a 3-star weak foot. With a medium work rate, he's approximately 8,000 coins. You probably can pick him up a little bit cheaper now. I bought him a little while ago, so you will probably be able to get him for a bit of a bargain. And he's got perfect green links between the centre back and the right back, which gives him the bonus to his chemistry. Obviously, being the same team is also a massive bonus. And as I mentioned, he does link up really well with Van der Wiel. He does tend to hold quite well, which is good. So you can play to Van der Wiel. He'll just send him on his way, and he's got 92 pace. If you are on the counter attack, you really can just send the ball to him and he will beat most players to that ball, especially defensively. There's not many people who can keep up with that kind of pace, so he's a really good player to have in your squad. Moving on to the second centre-back side now, we've got Socrates, who plays in the Bundesliga for Borussia Dortmund. A player that I really wish I saw a lot more online. He's extremely cheap for what he is. He's got 77 pace, 81 defending and 82 heading, all for less than 1,000 coins. I mean, I picked this one up at 800 coins, but a lot of the time you can get him for his quick sell value of about 600 coins, which is an absolute steal, really, for considering the kind of player that you're getting. He's really consistent and he seems really similar to playing with David Luiz. He does like to push forward every now and again, but he does like to hold the line as well. That's why the similarities kind of go, really, with him. He's just a really consistent player that you can't really go wrong with. Moving on to the left back position, we're going to be putting in Schmelzer, who also plays for Borussia Dortmund. Another bargain player you can pick up for extremely cheap. I think it's around 400 coins you can grab him for. You can see that I got him in a pack, so you can't see the price unfortunately on the screen. He's got 78 pace, 70 dribbling, 78 defending, 72 passing and 72 heading. So very consistent stats across the board. Again, another player who seems to get himself in the right position at the right time. You never really have to rely too much on his pace because he just seems to intercept the ball a lot, which is exactly what you need. And because he plays for Borussia Dortmund, it allows Socrates to get full chemistry, which is exactly what you want to be aiming for when you are building these squads. Moving on to the left midfielder side, we've got Kevin, and I'm not going to pronounce his surname. He's got 80 pace, 72 dribbling, 70 shooting, 70 defending, and 74 passing for only 500 coins. Across the board, he's got very consistent stats. He can play really, really well, and he's got high work rate, so he's constantly up and down the pitch, helping you attack, helping you defend, and just basically just being a menace to the opposite team. The only negative thing I can really think of for this guy is the fact he has only got 2-star skill moves, which can be a big hindrance when it comes to a winger. A lot of people like to cut inside with skills, so there can be a hindrance. But as an alternative, you can use Marco Reus if you do have the coins that will keep the chemistry up to full, and everyone will still obviously max it out, and he's a bit of a beast, to be honest with you. Moving to the final player from the Bundesliga, we've got the CDM position, which is Sven Bender. He's got 66 pace, 83 defending, 74 passing and 75 heading with a 4-star weak foot and a high work rate for just 700 coins. With a high work rate, he's constantly covering the positions that you need covering. So if Socrates runs up the pitch, he always drops back to help defend, covers the gap, doesn't leave you exposed, which is exactly what you want. I know he doesn't have the greatest pace in the world, however, honestly, you don't really tend to notice it that much. He just seems to be there when you need him. He's always in the position to receive the ball and play it on to the next man, which is exactly what you want to be seeing. And like I said, the two centre-backs have got plenty of pace to make up for his 66. You don't really seem to be stung too much, which is just perfect. Moving on to the next position, which is the cam position. We're changing league again to the Serie A, and we're going with Kaka. Kaka's a player that at first I was very sceptical about putting into my team. I've played with him on previous FIFAs and I absolutely hated it. However, on this one, he's an absolute tank of a player. He's got 70 pace, 84 dribbling, 80 shooting, 79 passing, 4-star skills and a 4-star weak foot, all for around 1,000 coins. That's just a bargain if you've ever had one. He's got a high-low work rate, so he's constantly on the attack. He won't be dropping back too much, so you're not going to find yourself outmanned when you are up front on a counter-attack. He will always be there, obviously, either to play the ball or to receive it further up the line. His 4-star skills mean you can take a lot of people on as well. He's got a really good touch on him. I mean, with the 84 dribbling, you're ducking and diving in between players like no tomorrow. He's great fun to play with. The first of the two strikers we got, he's also from the Serie A, he plays at AC Milan. He's called Mario Balotelli. Everybody knows Balotelli is a beast on the game. He's got 84 pace, 85 dribbling, 82 shooting, 75 heading with a 4-star weak foot. Balotelli is consistent across all the FIFAs. I mean, obviously on the last one, he's one of those OP players. He's got a medium-low work rate, so he does push forward a lot, but you'll never, again, catch him going back to defend, which is really good, because when you got the strikers that do have the medium defensive, sometimes they can be caught out, and you don't really have that pair attacking, but with Balotelli, you never have that problem, and his heading, it's only 75, but it feels so much more. He's got such strong heading, it's unbelievable. He's a really good player to play with. As you can see there, I've played him for 71 games, and he scored 95 goals for me with 23 assists. That's all online. That just shows how consistent of a player he can be. And as well, you have to bear in mind, Balotelli's got probably the best penalty-taking stats on the entire game as well, so he's going to be burying them for you. Moving on to the second striker slot, which is the last one, is going to be Robinho. He plays for AC Milan. He's Brazilian, he's got 82 pace, 89 dribbling, 72 shooting and 75 passing with 4-star skills and a 4-star weak foot, all for 800 coins. He's got a medium-low work rate, so Sami Balotelli is going to be pushing forward, holding that line, not really going to be dropping back too much. You might occasionally get him dropping into midfield a little bit, but as a general rule, he does hold the front. And to be fair, with this guy, you get what you pay for. He's really good value for money. Only 800 coins, you really can't knock him. He's just really consistent. He plays really well, and he sets up Balotelli more than he does score himself, if I'm honest. But Kaka and him both on 4-star skills, you can just destroy defences and create a lot of opportunities. You can see there that everybody's on 10 chemistry. The only ones that aren't are the ones with the grey shields. They just need to play 10 games for me, and then their chemistry will hit 10. So it is a perfect chemistry team, and it's a lot of fun to play with, guys. I wanted to show you something a bit different, really, and this is a perfect one for you guys to build for cheap at home. Hopefully you have enjoyed the video, guys. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit subscribe, and I'll see you all next time for some more FIFA content. Cheers.